Guys, Ayana Webb here, and I'm going to do my best to start teaching you guys some popular songs over the coming weeks. And today, I decided to do this is actually inspired by a conversation I had with one of my online students. We're going to do Lean on Me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you little by little how to do each part. And the reason why I picked this song is because it's actually pretty straightforward. Even if you're a beginner, if you know kind of like the basics of how to name the keys, you should be able to follow this as well. So we're going to start with the left hand because the left hand is pretty it's just playing the bass line, right? And we're going to do this per half of the song. So we're going to practice each hand separately, and then we're going to do both hands together. So I don't expect you to kind of get this during one video. I would just take some time definitely to practice this, right? So for the left hand, we're going to start with C. And by the way, this is middle C here, right? So the left hand is going to start with this pinky, or as in piano we call our fifth finger, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And our right hand thumb is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really important to know. So for the left hand, positioning is going to be fifth finger on C, and we're going to just go C, D, E, F, right? So it's 5, 4, 3, 2. So we go 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you're going to go back down the reverse. You're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then for the right hand chords are going to be, actually, I'm not going to get there yet. So we got, for left hand, it's and then for the I'll help you carry on part, it's going to go C, D, E, right? 5, 4, 3. And then 3, 4, which is E and D, right? So we'll come back to the left hand for the second part, but for right now, we're going to do the right hand. The right hand is going to just play nothing but triads the entire time. So in triads, for those who don't know, is just 3-note chords, right? So you're going to be playing 3 notes at the same time. The entire time we're going to do this, we're going to just use our 1, our 3, and our 5 finger. We're going to just move our right hand up and then back down. So just, if you haven't worked with triads before, just really take your time and be patient. So the first chord, the first triad we're going to play is C, E, G, which is C major, right? We're going to play all 3 at the same time, leaving the 2 and 4 finger out. So it's going to be just 1, 3, 5, right? Then we're going to play it again. And then after we play the second time, we're going to shift over to D, F, A with the same fingers. So literally each finger is going to move 1 note up, right? That's kind of the easiest way to think about it. Right? That's D minor, D, E, F, sorry, D, F, A. And then you're going to shift up again to E, G, B with the same 3 fingers, 1, 3, 5. And then you're going to shift up again, each finger by 1 note, and then you're going to run into F, A, C. So let's go back to the beginning. We're going to go C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C. And then you're going to play F, A, C again to prepare to come back down. And then, so once you do that, then you step down this way to E, G, B. Then you're going to go down to D, F, A. Then you go down, back down to C, E, G, right? So your fingers aren't really moving in terms of distance from each other. You're going to just kind of shift your hand up. So you're going to go right? And then you're going to go C, E, G again. Then you're going to go to D, and then E chord. Then you're going to play it again, that same chord. And then you're going to come back down to D, F, A. That's a lot of information, so I might, now that I'm thinking about it as I'm doing this video, I might just do the first half of this song today, and then I might release another video where we'll do the second half, because I don't want to overwhelm you guys. It's already 5 minutes into the video, and again, I want you to be able to just be patient and not, get overwhelmed. So the right hand again is... And by the way, the best way to practice this is to do the left hand first a few times, and then once you've kind of gotten it to a level of comfortability and memory, then you want to go and do the right hand and do that a few times the same way I showed you. And once you get to a point where you're comfortable with almost having each hand separate by memory, then you can come back to this video and we're going to do both hands together. So I wouldn't do both hands together if it's not something that you can do today. Again, this is one of those videos where you take your time. Just take the next few days to just digest each hand separately, and then come back to this video and do the both handed part, which I'm going to show you how to do right now. So each hand is going to follow the other, right? Which is why this song is actually one of the most straightforward songs, which is pretty cool. So that C that you're playing with your left hand, the right hand is going to play the C chord, right? So they will always be matching, right? Then you're going to play both again. As the left hand moves up a step, so the right hand is also going to move the chord up a step. So you have D here, and then the D, F, A chord here. Then they're both going to move up again, so the left hand's going to use third finger, the right hand's going to shift up. So they're both going to start with E. And then when you get to F, the right hand's also going to start with the F chord, right? Then you're going to play F again for each hand, right? Then you're going to come back down to E. As the left hand goes to E, the right hand's going to come back down to the E chord with E, G, B. Then you're going to have D for the left hand and also D, F, A for the right hand. Then when you go back to C for left hand, the right hand's also going to move back to the C chord. So what that's going to look like is this. And then for the I'll Help You Carry On, you're going to do the C chord again. So C here and then C, E, G. You're going to move up to D with left hand here and then right hand here, D, F, A. And then the left hand is going to go to E. The right hand is also going to go to E, E, G, B. And then they'll play that E chord again. And then finally, go back down to D and then D, F, A for the right hand. So when you play that whole segment together, it's going to sound like this. The other thing that I would suggest when working on this song, especially if you're doing both hands together, is if it gets too overwhelming, try not to do that whole segment at once. Maybe just do bum, 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 and then just practice that a few times. And then once you've gotten comfortable with that, then you can do bum, 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 and just do that a few times. So you're going to just break it up into segments. So what I think I will do is I will stop here, give you guys some time to digest that, and then what I will do in a future video is to basically give you the second half, which is really, once you learn this part, the second half is for the most part the same. It's just the ending is a little bit different. So we'll leave it here, and I hope this has helped, and I'll see you guys in another video.